Fortnite's most offensive moments were bound to happen due to the game's popularity, but I bet you didn't know about this racial slur that was left in the Fortnite item shop for 12 hours. In Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 1, the Azuki skin was released for the first time, but the description read, "Unsheath the dual-wield 9 claws from Nip's scabbards when both are equipped." And if you didn't know, Nip is a slur used against those of Japanese origin. Please don't cancel me for saying it. So this definitely wasn't acceptable considering the skin was based upon a samurai. However, the only reason this was in the game at all is because the original name of the skin was supposed to be Catnip, and since the skin is some sort of cat, it is understandable they forgot to change the description. And if I'm being honest, I didn't even know Nip was a slur either. So yeah, hopefully you guys don't get mad at me for saying it. However, Fortnite definitely screwed up during the Black Lives Matter We the People event because people were able to throw tomatoes and paint at the screen in game, which is obviously enabling people to be like disrespectful during the event. And you may be thinking that's the player's fault. Fortnite can't control what people do in game. And I would usually say that's a fair point, except they literally placed tomato vending machines near where players are supposed to stand and watch the event. So I'm not sure if these are always in Party Royale, but they definitely could have seen this coming and prevented this from happening. And later on, they did end up disabling the ability to emote at all. Now, when it came to the mechs being added, Fortnite did not care at all about player complaints. And I can't think of a more hated addition to the game than mechs. And despite all the backlash the community gave, Fortnite actually doubled down and said that the internal statistics suggested there was no issue with the mechs. This is one of the only times I can think of where Fortnite straight up rejected the community's wishes, but eventually they did come around and nerf the mechs, but for some people it was already too late. Another way people have felt disrespected by Fortnite is when they will see popular dances, turn them into an emote, and then not pay the person that made the dance popular in the first place. It made people question whether you should be able to own the rights to like a particular body movement, and eventually people like the Backpack Kid got confident enough to sue Fortnite over it since he sued them over the floss emote. This led to even more lawsuits for dances such as the Carlton dance, the Millie Rock, and the It's Complicated emote, and none of these cases were successful. However, since then, Fortnite has done a much better job crediting and compensating artists that they take inspiration from for emotes, so hopefully this keeps everyone happy in the long run. A more direct theft by Fortnite was criticized when they released the Imposters game mode. This was clearly just taken from the game Among Us, but to make things worse, they made no mention of Among Us at all when they released it, and this made the creators of Among Us very disappointed, and one developer said they were offended. The co-founder criticized Fortnite for not even trying to put their own spin on it, and then the community director said they'd wish that they would have at least just got an official collab with them. Now today we know that eventually they did bring an official Among Us collab, but was it too little too late? I mean, all they did was really add like a back bling and emote. Now as soon as I bring up Calamity, a lot of you guys will probably already know where this is heading, but if you're new to Fortnite, you may not know that the jiggle physics used to be applied everywhere in game, and when they implemented this change, this obviously got the attention of many, and it was pretty quickly removed when word got around. Now I'm not sure that most people found this feature offensive. Before I probably realized that some parents might take issue with it. A feature that Fortnite players definitely took issue with was the addition of the Infinity Blade, but more specifically the competitive players absolutely hated it. They were mind blown that Fortnite added this super overpowered item right before a major tournament, and as you can see, it completely ruined the ending of every game. This was honestly a pretty iconic moment in Fortnite competitive though, and I wonder what the Fortnite developers were thinking when they were watching the players lose their minds. Another instance Fortnite players felt disrespected was when Epic Games announced that they weren't going to make Save the World free to play and they were going to stop adding new content. Believe it or not, in June of 2017, Epic told everyone that Save the World was going to be become free to play for everyone, and this made players super excited because this would introduce a ton of new players and most likely mean that they were going to give way more attention to save the world and frequently add new updates like they were doing with Battle Royale. However, Fortnite quickly became quiet on this announcement, and it wasn't until June of 2020 that they would announce that Save the World was no longer going to become free to play and that the development of new content was going to slow down. They also officially stated that the main story was complete, even though players felt like there was so much more for them to explain. So even though there are small additions here and there, it definitely isn't enough to make up for the 3 years that Fortnite strung along the community. Next up, definitely the most offensive move by Fortnite recently is the removal of the KLOMBOs. It was one of the most unique additions Fortnite has brought in a while, yet they weren't even in the game for a whole season. Also, they've continued to tease us by adding the blowholes on the map and then re-adding the clomberries without actually bringing the KLOMBOs back. Similarly, they originally tweeted that if anything ever happened to the KLOMBOs, that they would eliminate all of Tilted. Well, the last time I checked, the KLOMBOs are gone and Tilted is still here, so that was clearly a lie. Not only that, but they're enabling people to make their own versions of Tilted in the block 2.0. So hopefully there's some new feature that they're working on for the KLOMBOs to have when they return, because that's the only way they can really make it up to us at this point. Now, as a blast from the past, who remembers when they practically got rid of turbo building? In the 10.20 update, they made placing builds a whopping 3 times slower, which made common strategies such as 90s and waterfalling down from high places nearly impossible. This obviously angered most of the community since they had spent countless hours trying to master building just for Fortnite to make it useless. But fortunately, it only took 1 day for Fortnite to listen and revert the changes. But wow, I really don't know what was going on at Epic Games headquarters in Season X, because this combined with the MECHS made this an absolute disaster of a season. An instance where Fortnite decided to avoid a potential offensive moment is by deciding not to add the belly dance emote into the game. It was first seen in the Chapter 2 launch trailer, and HypeX even found an encrypted emote in the game called belly dance, but I guess they decided it was too provocative since it's been a whole chapter and it still hasn't been added. It's kind of surprising considering some of the emotes we already have in game and the fact they were gonna have a WAP emote too, but I think the workers at Fortnite must just be too tired of drama at this point and want to avoid controversy at all costs. And now a huge controversy you guys probably don't even know about is that Fortnite actually fired one of their casters that commentate the pro games for something he said on his personal stream. AUSSIE Antics was watching a tournament on stream with his viewers when the player in last place purposely landed on the player in first place to ruin his chances of winning the tournament.
Man. Oh, you have to be such a loser. Holy shit. Like, oh man. Like, you just know, oh, Rivley, I don't know you, but you're going nowhere in life, dude. Like,
AUSSIE Antics called the player a loser for doing that, and now he's not allowed to commentate on any of the Fortnite streams. I personally think that's kind of harsh from Fortnite, but I guess they just don't want any sort of negativity being represented by them. I'm not sure. But that pretty much does it, guys. Let me know if you think I missed any offensive moments, and if you want to support the insane amount of effort it takes to make these videos, please use code DOOM in the Fortnite item shop next time you get on. Thank you.